subscribe. Ding the bell.
Well, that was funny. We love Kevin Talbot, right?
Yeah.
That's one of our favorite guys to watch. He's very entertaining. He's funny. He's informative.
And I love one of his videos.
Which one?
The
one with the Creighton? Yeah. He makes some really good videos.
He just destroys everything.
He just destroys everything. But it's fun. It's entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen him, go to his channel. I'll leave a link to his channel down below, or to one of his videos or something. You will definitely enjoy his videos. We do a lot. So we've got, well, you know what we've got? We've got the Panda with the portals, the 124. So let's open this guy. Let's open it. Let's open it. Let's open it. In the box, you get some stickers if you want to red out the windows. You get some other stickers to play with. You get a quick start manual, USB charger, cross wrench, 2 Allen keys, 4 replacement rubber O-rings, 4 hubcap, a 700 mAh lithium ion battery, and 2 double A's, which makes this kit a complete, true, ready to run. And obviously you get the transmitter and the truck with portal axles. Let's take a little bit of a closer look at this guy. So along with the K1, we got the X3, which I think is kind of like a Mercedes type vehicle, or like a Jeep.
Yep.
Pretty nice looking. It comes with all the same equipment except for a little bit of a different sticker sheet. Yes. And these guys, I figured out, these little hubcaps, they don't actually like snap on. There's like a little hole about the size of the screw. Yeah, move your finger.
Here.
About the size of the screw. There's a little hole, and you got to make these threads in the plastic. So you got to kind of press it and turn it, press it and turn it until it threads itself in. And then once they're on there, they're on there. They don't move. So take a look at the lights on these guys. This guy has lights in front. It has lights in back, and it has an overhead light bar right here. So the X3's lid is just kept on with magnets, completely with magnets. And you can see that just like the other one, the magnets complete the circuit and keep the body on. And that's what allows you to have the lights on the hood and not have any wires connecting it. Really, really neat design. I like that a lot. Front lights. That is pretty cool for such a little vehicle. Turn it off, turn it on, and now they blink. Yeah. Turn it off, turn it on, and now they blink really fast.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
And you got to turn it around.
Turn it around, buddy. Turn it around. And the back lights only go on when you go in reverse. Pretty neat.
Yeah.
On the transmitter, you have your steering reverse, your throttle trim, your steering dual rate in the middle, a set button, and you have the throttle rate low, medium, and high. And on the side, you have channel 3 to control your light functions, which I think it has like 3 different light functions. Let's start out with the negatives straight away. So the first giant big negative is the links hit the motor. And that you can see the shock is nowhere near fully depressed. Even in the back, the top of the differential case, or where the links attached to the differential case, hits the battery case. And the shocks are not fully depressed in this position either. So those are a couple of really bad negatives. And the shocks themselves are kind of sticky. I don't know if they don't have the right oil in it or enough oil. But they're kind of rough and sticky. You can kind of feel them grab. The axle mounted servo, you can see, rubs up against the frame. If one side goes up before the other, it actually it sticks. So it won't go up because it's hitting against the frame. So there are some pretty big negatives about this kit straight out of the box. And the shocks do have 3 positions. They are in the highest position right now, so you can put them up and get a little more clearance, but now you bring your whole center of gravity up higher, which you want it lower, so that kind of defeats the purpose a bit. As far as the servo, I'm not sure what fixes. I'll come up with something, probably cutting the plastic a little bit, and that kind of decreases the strength of the mount, the shocks. I'll take those off and put some different oil in it, maybe smooth them out somehow, maybe raise them up one to get a little bit of clearance for the motor. I also think I'm going to take the ESC and try to mount it next to the motor over here somehow. I'm not sure. I got to figure that one out, maybe on this side. It might get in the way of the body coming down. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to figure out a different mounting position for the ESC to bring the center of gravity down. Same thing for the battery. Try to mount that on the opposite side to try to bring the center of gravity down. And then I can probably cut a little clearance here so that this goes up and it doesn't hit. If we had a little bit of clearance right in the center here, I think the back wouldn't be much of an issue. So we would just only have to really deal with this front issue and the servo hitting the frame. The steering link, I'm not sure if that's going to be a problem hitting the diff case or not. Not sure just yet. I haven't run it, so we will see. Also up front here, it looks like the servo link may come up and hit the frame if it gets the shocks get fully depressed. We've got a few mods to do to this to make this actually work pretty good. Compared to an SCX24, the wheels, when not under any power, have a little bit of movement. But look at these wheels. They have a lot of movement. So how it's going to affect the overall driving performance, I'm not sure yet, but these guys have the most movement out of all of my crawlers. One last kind of negative, it has a square connector just like the SCX24 has. I've already made an adapter for it, so I can go ahead and just put a JST on the battery and hook it up with the adapter. And then charge it with a hobby grade charger instead of that cheap USB charger they give you in the kit. Now for a couple of pros. The tires feel really good. Listen to this. You can hear how deep the treads are, and they actually feel pretty firm like the tires on my TRX4. They feel like they should provide a lot of grip and a lot of traction. But we will see. They're beadlock. The front tires are weighted, which is great. I wish they would have put weights in the backs, but oh well, I can always do that. And this is a really, really nice pro, the magnetic latch and lights. You can see up top you have magnets that are hooked up to the wires, and the magnets down here are hooked up to the wires, so when they connect, they complete your circuit and they turn on your lights, and they also hold the canopy on. So nice to see that, and it's really strong. I mean, I really had to put a little muscle into that to get the magnets to release. So that is also another great pro. And you can see the obvious ride height difference. It's definitely a considerable difference. So let's try out the lights. Switch it once. They flash. Switch it again. They're on steady. Switch it again. And they flash slow. Pretty cool. It seems like there are more cons than pros. But, all fairness, charging up the battery, we're going to get it on the most hardest course in the world that I built. Well, I don't know if it's the hardest, but it's pretty challenging. And we are going to give this guy a run and see how it does. Okay, the Panda Hobby 124th with Portals getting its first run on the hardest course in the world. I think I have it on high setting, but see, the motor's not smooth at all. I tell you, I really wanted this to be a good car, but it has so many issues, it seems, straight off the bat. It seems to be doing alright, though. So let's see. Maybe it's be better than I think it's going to be. It's going to need some mods and some work, obviously, as you saw. Alright, let's get to the rocker. Sure, this guy will have no problem. Trying to go slow. Give those portal axles a chance. The Jimmy flipper's hard for anything. I'm gonna give it a run up. Oh, you made it. Alright. I always want to try this slow first. See if we could do this slow. Oh, impressive right there. I think that has to do with the tires. This is the only truck that has made it up with stock tires up that hill without gunning it. It actually crawled up the hill, so I think that's kind of a testament to the portal axles and these tires. These tires are very, very nice. So far, that's one major plus. It's kind of getting it. Let's see how it does over here with the seesaw of death. That motor is very twitchy. It's not smooth at all. And it's doing it. It's making it its way, but it's a very twitchy motor. It feels like it's got notches in it. That's how it feels. You can see it. When it goes, it's like notching its way forward. So far, so good. Well, you could see, I don't know if you saw that right there. I don't know if you saw that right there, but when I let go, you could see how it kind of rolled forward. I'll try to do it right here. Okay, so it doesn't have any articulation. Very little because of all those negatives we went over in the beginning. So, some work on this truck to make it actually as good as it should have been right out of the box. Turning radius is not too bad, especially right. I think it's better right than it is left, but it's not too bad. Let's see how it does over this thing. This is beam damage. It doesn't look like much, but it's a pretty tough obstacle. You see the weight in the rear has made it sink down like all the other ones do. My SCX-10 does a lot better. It's better balance. So this needs weight forward big time. Well, it made it over it though, no problem. The portal axles actually helped out a lot on that beam. So let's see how it does. That was cliffhanger. Let's see how it does on the Bridge of Doom. Turning radius is not too bad. Well, let's get a reset here. It does crawl pretty good, even with that mode. It's not bad, I guess. Could be a lot smoother though. It's so twitchy. But it's going okay. Just the expectation. The expectation was a lot more. Had a lot. I thought it would be a lot better straight out of the box, but ready to runs never are. Although it did this really well. The back tire is just about on. is good. Okay, let's see how it does down here. It's handling it, okay. Right there. Not having weights in the back wheels is definitely not good. Need the weights in the back wheels, not only the front. Going downhill can be very bad. Let's see how it does with Stumpy. Here's the test. Will it make it? Oh, it just barely needs those weights in the back, and then we park it. Okay, can it make it over the impossible wall? I'll try it slow first. Let's try punching it. I don't think it has the speed. It needs a little bit of speed to get over this. Oh, I think it almost did it. Let's try it again. It made it. All right. Okay, here's a run with the X3 in the dark.
Yeah.
Because it has so many lights, I thought it'd be pretty cool to try this one out in the dark. It's doing pretty good so far. Still, the ESC is not very good. It is kind of glitchy.
Oh, he's in the parking lot.
He's in the parking lot now. Oh wow, he just makes it. Oh look, Dax, I put some rocks in here.
Oh,
That's a pretty good challenge, especially since we have portals. Oh, I made it.
ooh, the Disney Gripper.
Oh, there we go, there we go.
God, it's a hard Disney Gripper.
Alright, let's see if I can get up this with that tire on the back. This is going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Do a slow crawl with the tire on the back. Come on, come on, you can do it. Tell him you can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Ah! Okay, let's try again. I had to back up. I wasn't. So you can do it. You can do it. Ah! That tire on the back, I'm not sure if it's got a weight in it or not, but it definitely does not help
Yes.
crawling ability. It wants it to flip over, so.
Good thing you can
Go
take it
slow.
off.
You could definitely take it off. But, oh man! But it doesn't want to do it with that tire on. Let me try to punch it, see if we can get through it. Nope.
You can do this. You can.
We can do it. We can do it.
You can. You can.
With the tire, we can do it.
You can do it. You can. We can. We can.
Oh. Look, it's doing a wheelie, dude.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
What?
Oh, that was 49.
Okay, come on. We could do this. Come on.
It has It's stuck. It was falling. It was stuck between these two things.
Let's try again. Your head's in the way, man.
I don't think it's gonna be able to make. Oh,
it made it. Oh,
yeah. Now I gotta
just had to take the right line.
Don't fall off cliff. Back up.
Whoa! Just caught it. Alright, can it do... What is this called again, dude?
The
seesaw of death. Can it do it?
No, the seesaw of...
Oh, death by seesaw.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting past it now, dude. I think we're getting past it now.
Going soon. Got the other challenge. Don't think you got the other challenge.
I think we got it, dude. Okay. Get over this. Gotta call it, dude. Call the plays. What's happening here?
What's down with you?
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening. A deer's falling over the fucking town.
Oh my goodness gracious. So the oil shocks in this are supposed to be much better than just regular coil shocks, but you can't even get to use the oil shocks because the frame rubs up against the servo. It hits the battery tray, so the shocks, you can't even use them. It's supposed to be an advantage, oil shocks, but you can't even use them. You can't get the flex that you're supposed to get from the shocks because of how the whole truck is made. It's made with problems. So you have nice oil shocks, but you have these problems that the shocks can't get over. So as nice as it is, it's just not that nice.
And here is
This is what are we on now? Now we are on beam damage, right?
which is the hardest place.
Yeah, I don't know. It is definitely the hardest.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of the hardest obstacles. But this truck seems to have trouble with all the obstacles because it doesn't have the flex that it needs. Straight out of the box, it's so rigid because of all the issues it has. It just can't make it through anything.
Yeah.
The best thing on this kit is the tires. And the portals. The portals are nice, but there's no flex. There's no flex.
Nope, it's not like
Yeah. The Bridge of Doom, Dacky.
Bridge of Doom.
This is the great equalizer, this one.
Yeah.
Actually, the first part here is not too difficult.
Too difficult.
But this ending part here is tough. This ending part here is tough. Get ready to catch it, dude, if it falls. You ready? Yeah, there's absolutely no flex.
No.
This left front tire should be way up and that back right tire should be way down, but they're not too far apart from each other.
I need to say something.
What do you need to say, man?
Somebody has probably already used this.
Somebody's already used this truck?
But then they said there's bad. They they were towing it.
Maybe. You might be right. You know what? You might be right, dude.
You can do this, you can do this, you can.
Oh, I made that.
Secret tunnel.
Now, what are we at, Dacky? This is Stumpy, right?
And the big wheel menace.
Stumpy and the big wheel menace. Oh, I got hung up. Oh, man. I'm in there, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think I can get out. Ah, Stumpy claimed another victim.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
It's first been done with getting stuck here and here.
Alright, let's see. I'm going to try to do this one slow. Alright, I'm going to try to do it slow.
Because that's the best thing to turn of it.
Ah, it can't be done slow. Especially when you don't have any flex. Cannot be done slow. Definitely gotta. Oh, I didn't pop it right. I didn't pop it right, Dacky.
Yeah, the first time I did it, I popped it exactly right.
You did it perfect. I know. I don't know how you did that. All right. Here's where I got. Oh. No, I'm down. I'm down.
And I forgot also that you got one. You got a victim.
Another victim. Ah.
Another victim. They got a bunch.
Oh, let me come up here.
Victims. Daddy, go do the secrets.
Oh, good Lord. I think it's the weight on the back, Dacky.
Yeah.
I think this one is just not weighted right.
I don't think.
So when I'm going up here, it's just lifting up those front tires, and I'm losing grip. Oh,
Wait.
I got lucky. I got lucky, Dacky. So I've got the SCX24 tires on the K1, and we're going to give this a try up Danger Hill.
Yeah.
Let's see how it does on the Panda Hobby.
Yeah. That's it. Gotta do that.
So really what you want is you want tires to be able to crawl, go slow. That's what defines a good crawling tire. Now I know on the SCX24 I had to punch it to get up here. This guy actually did a little better. I'm not quite sure why. This guy does better with the SCX tires than the SCX does. It may be because this has a little bit more weight. Maybe the portal axles help out a bit. I'm really not sure. But this guy seems to crawl better with the SCX tires than the SCX does. And I actually put the X1 tires on the SCX, and let's give this guy a try and see if he's able to crawl up with the X1 tires. The SCX24 with the Panda Hobby 1/24 tires on them. I think these are even the tires. These are the same tires I think that are on the 118 6x6. They look like the exact same tires. All right, let's give it a try up the hill with a slow crawl. I think it's going to do better than the stock tires on the SCX. Oh, that is a million times better. I was never able to do that with the stock tires that came on the SCX. These tires are definitely the best part of the Panda package. They got a nice grip. Look, you can see that. They got a fairly firm. I think they have foam in them, so they're fairly firm, but with nice grip. They really work very well, and I wish that the SCX came with tires like this, that would have made this package a lot better. I gotta say, I really do love the look of these guys. This old time truck, it's like one of my favorite body styles. And then this new, I guess it's a, like I said, like maybe a Mercedes. Even the color, I don't know if it's coming out in there, but this one is kind of like a red maroon type color. It's like a deep color. See if you can kind of see it. It doesn't really come out on camera, but in person it's a very, very nice color. And same thing with this guy. This is like a candy apple red kind of, and it's really, really sweet looking with the light bar and everything. The looks are really nice. The portal axles are really nice, but I think, you know, when you buy an RTR, it's ready to run, so you know the company's gotta, you know, do what they can to put out a product that is affordable but yet still works good. Now, I think they fell short of that. So the product is affordable, but there are so many issues. The shocks are sticky. The servo rubs up against the frame. The links hit the motor and hit the battery tray, and not even halfway down the shocks. So I know you can move. They do have where you can adjust the shocks. You can adjust the shock ride height, so you can lower the shock, which will bring that away from the motor and away from the battery tray. But now you're raising your center of gravity, which means you're going to tip over a lot quicker. So that's something that you don't really want to do, especially straight out of the box. Straight out of the box, this should work. Everything should work pretty much 100%. And then if you want to do mods or add hop-ups or aftermarket products to make it work even better, then that is, you know, that's your option. And 9 times out of 10, when you're buying an RTR, you know you're going to have to put the price of that vehicle at least into it to make it perform as well as it possibly could. But straight out of the box, it should perform, you know, at least 50% of that or better. It should perform better than these guys perform. So I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, the looks are beautiful, but you know, if you're hitting the motor and you're hitting the tray and the shocks you don't get the articulation, then what's the point of a crawler? Articulation is where crawlers live and die. Modulation of the motor and articulation. With no articulation, you're going nowhere. You're flipping over. Also, the ESC on these guys is it runs, but it's horrible. It's so choppy. It's I mean, the ESC on this little Ranger, Hobby Plus Ranger, is better than the ESC on this. I can get this to run smoother than this guy runs, and this is supposed to be a much better machine. It just lacks in performance in many key components of this truck. It should run better than what it does. They need to put a higher focus on performance and less of a focus on looks. It's great that they look great, but if you got to dump in another $200 to get it to perform great, then where's the value? If you're changing out over almost every part, then why buy this? Buy something else. They need to change this package to make it run better straight out of the box. Then it would be well worth it. But as it is now, I think I would still buy it. Funny, I think I would still buy it just because they look really cool. But if there was something else that looked just as cool but ran better, then obviously they would win. I think at the moment, right now, they're the only guys that have come straight out of the box with the portals in them and look pretty cool. So they're going to get sales because of that. but I think they're going to lose a lot of customers because of the lack of performance and because of the effort you have to put into it to get them to run well. So I'm so on the fence. The tires are, for me, the redeeming factor, one of the redeeming factors, because they, on an RTR, they are probably the best tires. I haven't been into crawling very much, but I can tell you they do function very well. They feel good. They feel like my TRX4 tires. Now those are they're probably not the very best tires, but they're pretty good, and that's how these feel and that's how they perform. So what I would have liked to have seen them do is I wouldn't care if I had a wire running to the lights and they could have skipped the magnetic hood if they would have made everything else work better, if that would have saved them money somewhere. Also, both of these cars, they have bushings. There's no bearings in them. I would have rather seen them cut back on the lights, the magnets, and then put bushings in. They could have taken the money that they spent on looks and convenience and put that more towards performance. I think that would have been better, a better use of their money. The way I look at it is, if Panda is putting out a product that you have to spend another price of the product or more just to get it to perform, I think a lot of people are going to start shying away from them. I don't think, I mean, it looks great, but it doesn't function that well. I think they put form over function, and I think if they have a second go at this, a V2, I think they should focus more on function and less on form. I think most people would agree with me. If you could have bearings and the links nut hit and the motor be in the right position and better articulation and the servo's not touching, if you could have that in place of, you know, the magnetic top, I would choose that over the magnetic top any day of the week. So I don't know. I mean, it's really cool. This don't get me wrong, this is really cool. That's awesome. I wish all of my, you know, vehicles did that, but not if it's not going to perform and you got to put in another $200 to get it to work right. I don't know. I'm on the fence with these guys. I do like them. I really do like them. I like the look of them. The portal axles are awesome. The clearance is amazing. I just think that as an RTR, they fell short. An RTR, in my eyes, should be more than what these guys are. So anyway, if any of you guys feel any different, please leave a comment, or if you'd like to see me run these in a different way with different tires, or if you have any suggestions on how to make them work better. I have some of my own ideas, and that'll be in a future video. Please leave me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and ding the bell, and I will see you in the next one.
Subscribe. Ding the bell. Pandas.
Panda. Okay, let's open it.
Fuzzy.
Ready? Let's open it.
Fuzzy, the box.